leaning on a thin black sheet of glass. She saw both the lives flash before her eyes. She didn't even have time to cry. She was so...
New information is coming in from a US Marshal regarding the sighting of Travis Decker. This is by far the hottest lead. It was a man matching Decker's description, the same tattoo, the same build. There are other things that we're going to talk about, so definitely stay tuned. This is the break we have all been waiting for. Welcome back to Only Shannon Knows. I'm following the Travis Decker case closely. Every lead, every tip, every update law enforcement shares. And this one, it is incredibly big. We're breaking down the newest confirmed sighting near Stanley, Idaho. A man with Travis Decker's exact tattoos seen walking near Highway 75. And we're going to see what that US Marshal has to say. This is coming in from Fox 13 News, courtesy of them, thank you. They interviewed US Marshal Michael Lee. Stay tuned because you will have all the evidence you need to know the Decker is in Idaho. Also, stay tuned to the end. There is more coming, more information I am going to share with regards to the Decker case, conflicting evidence, and evidence that he is alive. Let's stay tuned. Tell me what you think. Comment below. And don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button.
Authorities now confirm they do believe Decker is armed and should be considered dangerous. I spoke with Supervisory Deputy US Marshal Michael Lee, who's in Idaho. What can you tell us about this tip that came in over the weekend about the sighting that you believe is Travis Decker?
Saturday, we had a tipster report seeing someone who matched the description of Travis Decker. They described his tattoos accurately.
Which is amazing, and you'll see why.
And they had not seen previous pictures of those tattoos. And since...
Okay, so they had not seen pictures of those tattoos, but they described the tattoos. That is a huge lead. Look at those tattoos. So the people who saw Decker, supposedly, talked about these tattoos specifically, and they had not seen these tattoos. This is a very hot lead.
And since putting out the media releases, we received additional tips that corroborate the eyewitnesses.
Interesting. So they've received additional tips. We don't know how many, but they've received additional tips corroborating this story. Another thing. So the other tips that we had were in Washington. There was supposedly a campsite as well. This is the first tip that I am aware of where there are multiple people who saw somebody resembling Decker. And again, look at those tattoos. And they also mentioned Converse shoes, possibly Converse shoes or low Vans, and he's wearing Converse shoes right here. Okay, how was this person acting? Let's listen in.
He didn't make eye contact. He was on an UTV trail that's not frequented by a lot of foot traffic and hikers. And so it was his demeanor and the area that he was in that made it seem a little suspicious. Tipsters also described his long ponytail and ungroomed facial hair.
Okay, so now this is the other unique, new, interesting item. He has a history of hitchhiking.
General caution for those that are in that area, just as a public service announcement, to be vigilant and not pick up any hitchhikers. We are cautioning those around there not to pick up anybody, any strangers, and to report, and just to be mindful of those around them. Sawtooth, it's pretty rugged. It's going to be hard for anybody to navigate those areas, especially for longer distances and for longer durations. It's going to be it's going to present challenges just like over in Chelan County.
So let's talk about what type of resources they have going into this specific area.
We have a multi-agency response similar to what you saw in Chelan County in Wenatchee. We have U.S. Forest Service officers, Camas County Sheriff's Office, and then our task force made up of multiple different agencies. And we also have Custom Border Patrol out with us. We have multiple air assets and resources and additional U.S. Marshal Service aerial assets that are also inbound to include our Special Operations Group. They're standing by to deploy. Now they are set up for more of your rural operations and manhunts based on their training and the equipment and gear and things of that nature to sustain in that environment over the long haul.
Let's refocus here. A family saw Decker on July 5th. They described the tattoos, and they did not see pictures of the tattoos, but the tattoos they described were Travis Decker's tattoos. They described the shoes he was wearing, which were the same type of shoe that are in the picture. The other item is he could be hitchhiking. He is known to hitchhike. Is that how he got to Idaho? Who knows? Now, the other item is that through all of their searches, they also have seen campsites where the fire has been put out. It doesn't mean it's Decker's, but there is evidence that people are camping, which again, in general, people are going to be camping in the area. But this is just another item that could potentially be out there showing that Decker is still there. Now, finally, one item is they do now believe, according to this US Marshal, that they believe that Decker is armed. So if anyone does see him, contact 911 immediately. Do not approach him. So we know more than likely Decker is in Idaho. They're looking for Decker. I also have more information from Sheriff Morrison regarding the evidence found at the campsite. Subscribe, like this video. I will be dropping that video this week. Definitely stay tuned because there is more information coming in with regards to Decker. Some of it has been misinformation, and we need to clarify it. Some people think the bloody handprints on the car, think Decker is hurt. I have evidence to disprove that. He is not hurt. He is well. He is alive. Stay tuned. Only Shannon Knows, telling the truth